Well, it's up to FIFA to organise the qualifiers and up to the confederations to organise them in each region, and they need to get them done on time in order to host the World Cup in 2022. So there's a lot of pressure on FIFA, but there are international dates in place. The calendar is in place and dates are set aside for the games. But as you mentioned, there are individual countries who are having problems with players being released, and there are particular issues in Europe. But there's a bigger problem in South America. This current round of qualifiers has been cancelled, and they have to reschedule. And there are going to be problems. There are going to be problems in the future with the South American qualifiers. But I think the European games that are taking place over the coming week and in Africa as well will go ahead. There will be certain individual issues, but as a whole, I think FIFA is pretty confident that it will go ahead as scheduled.
Kevin, do you think European clubs have been abusing the relaxation of rules on releasing players for international duty?
I don't think so. I mean, I think there are individual cases, but people are now rowing back on them. You mentioned the French authorities, you mentioned Bayern Munich. So I think once it's clear that the countries and the individual federations are following procedures about testing, and countries like Portugal are moving games, then there are ways around the problems. And I think people are cooperating. And I think clubs are right to be concerned about their players. They pay the players' wages, they're their employees, and they're concerned about their future safety. So clubs are right to be concerned. But I think the confederations and the individual federations are acting properly as well.
Let's talk about the players themselves. I know there's concerns about their health, but how difficult is this situation for them, having to work their way around to join their national team?
Well, I think players are used to the international calendar takes place in a very short space of time within the wider football calendar. So players are used to international travel and to travelling in tight sort of